Win as one. EA Sports FIFA 21 sponsors Saturday Social.
Right, time now for what's trending. We all know the rules by now. The guests get a minute to debate 5 of the hottest football trends from the world of Twitter this week. Joe, first up, what you got for us?
Trend number 1 is about Barcelona because, of course, their president resigned this week, leading the candidates to put forward their proposals. Victor Font is the front runner for the role, and he had some fairly interesting shouts that he wants to enact. Those included bringing back Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol, and most interestingly, Pep Guardiola, in order to sort of reinvigorate the club and to keep Lionel Messi. So I want to hear from you firstly, Chunkz. Could Pep Guardiola be on his way back to Barcelona?
Yeah, I can see it happening if Man City, especially if they don't win the league or Champions League this year, then definitely I can see that happening. When you think of Pep, you think of Barcelona. So yeah, that's definitely a move that I want to be shocked about, especially the fact that he's been at Man City for quite a long time, and we know that Pep doesn't do very long at clubs. So yeah, definitely could see that happening.
Stephen, what are your thoughts here? Because obviously he is out of contract in the summer. He hasn't yet agreed that contract extension. He did sort of deny the rumours yesterday, saying he's very happy at Manchester City. But could you see him going back?
Yeah, I'm the same. I think the main factor is Messi, and he obviously calls the shots at Barcelona. He's not got long left in his career, and he's probably going to want the best manager available for those final years and try and go out winning as many trophies as possible. I don't think Ronald Koeman's quite the manager for him. I could be wrong, but I feel like Guardiola would be a nice fit back there. And yeah, get Pedro Villa back as well.
Love that. There we go. Let's move straight on to trend 2. This one Stephen will be interested in. It's about Fabinho, who appeared to tweak his hamstring in the Champions League game against Midtjylland, which prompted a few rival fans to have their solution on the problem. So this is from a Man United fan who says, Van Dijk and Fabinho injured. I think it's time for Klopp to get Firmino the opportunity to show his defensive qualities. And then, of course, that famous shot of Thierry Henry. So it did get us thinking. Our second trend is as follows. And it's, can Liverpool still win the title with a makeshift defence? 60 seconds on the clock. The time has started. Stephen tries. Over to you. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Fabinho won't be out for too long. And then you've got Gomez, Matip. Oh, Matip's probably injured. But they've got Reece Williams, who's 6'5", same hairstyle as Van Dijk. He does the job for me. If he gets injured, you've got James Milner. He will play anywhere. Look, Firmino, he could do the job as well. And he's gone from no-look shots to just no-look. But, he'll get there.
What a great answer. Chunkz, how do you see it? Liverpool have got a few injuries. Do you think they're still title favourites? How do you play it?
Nah, definitely not title favourites. I think they should have taken a leaf out of Man City's book and signed 17 centre-backs this season. But I'll be honest, it's not looking promising for them. I generally don't think they can win the league with that makeshift defence. I'm more in the favour of City Tottenham.
Oh, I like that. Tottenham with a title defence. There we go, Joe. So we'll move on from that.
Almost perfect little narrative into our next trend, which is about Jose Mourinho, because, of course, he made 4 changes at half-time in that Europa League loss to Royal Antwerp midweek. And after the game, he was quite vocal. He wasn't particularly happy with some of his fringe players. He then took to Instagram to post what can only be described as one of the most iconic football manager photos of all time. Just saying bad performances deserve bad results. Hope everyone on the bus is upset. Nobody else on the bus, either, worth pointing out. But I want to know, was Jose Mourinho's criticism of his fringe players a little bit over the top, Stephen?
Yeah, I just noticed that's the bus he usually parks, isn't it? I think Mourinho always has a scapegoat, I feel. At United it was Pogba. He had Casillas at Madrid, medical staff as well. He's always got to have sort of like someone to pick on, and Dele Alli seems to be the one he's going for at Tottenham. To be fair, they did lose a game against Royal Antwerp. Maybe he's right in criticising, but yeah, he always likes to pick on someone.
Chunkz, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, him saying that if he could, he would change 11 players at half-time just shows you that they're obviously not up to scratch. When they're playing against teams like Antwerp, no disrespect to them, you should be getting the dub easily. So Same way we dealt with Dundalk. You know what I mean? Should have dealt with Antwerp. But it's a shame. You know what I mean? Sorry, that was lovely. I don't think he was over the top. I think like sometimes you have to be over the top in order to get results. So happens.
Perfect timing, Chunkz. Let's move straight on to trend 4. Now, this is about Karim Benzema. An interesting one, this, because he was caught on camera allegedly telling Real Madrid teammate Ferland Mendy not to pass to Vinicius Jr. That was at half-time in their Champions League game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Football images that precede unfortunate events posted this, saying, Vinicius Jr., I feel like I've got a special bond with Benzema. So that did create a lot of likes and a lot of laughs on social, which got us thinking. Our fourth trend is as follows. It's very simply, is it wrong for senior players to criticise younger teammates? Can we have 60 seconds on the clock? Chunkz, let's come to you first. A lot of people were talking about this on social. Where do you stand with this incident, mate?
I say yes and no, obviously, at times, and how you deliver it. You know what I mean? But Vinicius could have potentially been having a bad game, and then he just thought, you know what, like, you could see his confidence is not up to scratch. The gaffer's not taking him off for some reason. Just avoid beating down his confidence. So just avoid passing to him potentially. But then he could have also flipped it on the positive side and said, you know, just keep giving him the ball, give him his confidence. So, and Benzema is that kind of player to do something like that. Obviously, it's alleged, but I think it is wrong depending on how you deliver the message. You know what I mean? Obviously, the way he did that there, that's not right. Still, I can't lie to you.
Yeah, Stephen, what are your thoughts on this?
It's wrong the way he did it. I mean, I've been in, Vinicius's shoes before. To him, I'd suggest, look around Madrid, see if there's any badminton clubs. Try and join one of them. That's what I did. Transform the game.
Love it. Look at that. Perfect timing.
Moving on then to trend number 5, which is actually about Burnley. They are the subject of a £200 million takeover bid this week that could finally see Sean Dyche given the funds he needs to improve his team. So I want to know, Chunkz, could we finally see world-class players at Burnley? Are we going to see Mbappe play at Turf Moor?
Well, he's apparently getting taken over one Egyptian guy, Mohammed, was it El Kashashi? He's going to put in that Kashashi, and he's going to get some good players in there, because I reckon Burnley, it's about time, man. I reckon, you know what I mean? They've done so well with the players they've had. Like, I don't even know how Sean Dyche has kept them up for this long. It's a miracle, to be honest. So I would love to see some world-class players signed for Burnley. Obviously, we're losing our head with the Mbappe. I think they'll spend their whole budget on him. But if I can see more quality players at Burnley, I would love to watch them. Goodness me.
Stephen, what are your thoughts on old Sean Dyche and the money?
Yeah, I feel like Burnley have stagnated a little bit. I think they're just going to plateau unless they do get this takeover. All I will say is, in terms of world-class players, I googled Burnley nightlife, and I'm not sure we're going to see Neymar in a club called Project, spelled with a K. It could happen. You never know.
Right. I don't think Sean Dyche is going to know what to do with the money,
Oh, that is brilliant, Stephen. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Of course, other nightclub establishments in Burnley do exist, it's worth pointing out.